Let me tell you something. God doesn't do miracles just to show off. He does the supernatural so that his name will be known. And they say, who in the world is this? See, because too many of us still got him in a manger somewhere. Too many of us don't know who we're dealing with here. Who then is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him? It doesn't work. This religious thing, this Christian thing, it doesn't work. That's what the disciples are saying. It's not working. I'm not getting victory. I'm not being delivered. I'm not. It's not working. And I tried. And they want to know why. He doesn't just bless you for you. He blesses you for his name, his glory, your impact, your testimony, your ministry. God just doesn't want to do miracles that exclude you. He wants to do miracles that include you. You are part of the miracle. Because in verse 35, Jesus said, let us go to the other side. Not let me go to the other side. We're going to make it to the other side. You left shouting. You were excited to get in the boat with me. But when the circumstances showed up, they overrode what I said. In other words, your problem overrode my promise. So you are now living in light of the problem, no longer living in light of the promise. And when you live in light of the problem and no longer in light of the promise, the problem will dominate you and it will totally erase the fact I ever made one. God never wants your circumstances. He doesn't want you to deny them. A storm is a storm. You don't call it a sunshine day. A storm is reality. But he never wants your circumstance to trump his word. Not only does he not want your circumstance to trump his word, he doesn't want your circumstance to trump his presence. Because he's on the boat too. And so Jesus speaks to the problem, and when he speaks to the problem, there is a circumstantial change. Verse 41 says, they became very much afraid. When they were in the lilac, they were afraid. When they saw who they were dealing with, they became very much afraid. In other words, we're afraid of the wrong thing. See, we let our circumstances scare us. He says, when you know who you're dealing with, you'll be less afraid of that and more scared of me. And they had a question. Where were you? You don't care about me. If you cared about me, I wouldn't be going through this like this. Don't you care? How bad was it? That we are perishing. So this is major. We think we're going to drown out here and die. I'm going to die. Jesus had just taught the disciples. They just come from church, so to speak. And now they're under pressure. And it's tough. Does Jesus care about my pain, my finances, my loneliness, my hurt, my depression? Because I'm in his will and I feel all this. And so they wake Jesus up. Verse 39, Jesus gets up and he rebukes the wind and says to the sea, hush your fuss. That nature has to succumb to him. So if you have a lilac, and if you don't have one, keep living. You will. God wants to take you to a place of understanding in him that you've never been before. So let me tell you something. God doesn't do miracles just to show off. He doesn't do the supernatural to flex his muscles. He does the supernatural so that his name will be known. Some issues are too big for you to handle by yourself. That's why you need community. That's why you need people around you to help you move stones you can't move. That's what church is supposed to be. He doesn't just bless you for you. He blesses you for his name, his glory, your impact, your testimony, your ministry. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so. When you get your supernatural, you better open up your mouth and you better declare the greatness of your God, because only your God can go into your grave and raise you up and give you life. You better give him the glory due his name.